All right, time now for the Craigslist Freak of the Week. So we go from talking about the best society has to offer to the worst. So again, we are in Canada. A lot of freaks up there in Canada these past couple weeks. So 3 brand new ads. Lauren is going to read the ads for us. You guys in the chat room will name the freaks. And then you'll vote for your favorite freak via Twitter at RIZZ Show. One of these ads moving on to the next round of the Freak of the Year playoffs. So, shall we get started?
Yes.
Scott, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Craigslist Freak of the Week. Ad number 1, Lauren, coming at you.
Man seeking pregnant woman, 53 years old, Halifax. Baby bump and looking to hump. This is exactly what it sounds like. I am only aroused by pregnant people, preferably 6 months or higher, as this is when you will definitely be showing. Expecting mothers do it for me. I lose control when I see a woman giving off that motherly glow as she waddles towards me with her large round belly. The bigger, the better. And heavy knockers filled with milk. Baby isn't the only one that wants a bottle. If I can put my hands on your swollen tummy and feel the baby kicking, that will really set me up for next level pleasure and excitement. Hearing this, you may be thinking I'm a weirdo who gets off on what's considered taboo, and maybe that's partially true. But after years of therapy, I realized I was the oldest sibling, and I lovingly watched my mommy prepare to deliver my younger sister, and that manifested into a fetish for me. At least it isn't full-on Oedipus complex. It's just a dude who thinks all pregos are his cup of tea. But if you look like my mom, that's not a deal breaker. In fact, it's a bonus. She had brown hair and blue eyes, so feel free to send pics. After we have sex, we can pretend the baby is mine. I can keep a secret. The real daddy doesn't need to know.
Wow.
Gosh.
Yeah, that ending.
Holy crow.
That ending.
Daddy
this
doesn't need to know.
This is just a guy who is looking for a pregnant woman to hang out and have sex with.
But normally
That's his thing.
it's husbands, that are into this or attracted to their wives even more. But this is somebody who wants somebody else's baby, who doesn't, he wants to pretend to be the father.
It sounds like he kind of wants to be his mom, too.
There's a lot going on.
He doth protest too much. I don't want you to be... But if you do look like my mom, feel free to send pics. And he gave a description of her.
And then wants to pretend the baby is his. There is a lot of therapy here that needs to happen.
Hey, at least he went to therapy.
That's
Sure.
good.
Did he continue on with there?
It seems like he figured it out and became okay with it.
I'm thinking he probably went to a session or two, and that was it. We're done here. We're good here. Man seeking pregnant woman. All right, names for this particular gentleman.
All right, we got Preg Maddox.
Okay.
We got Forrest Hump, Forrest Bump, Connor McPreger, Pregory Peck,
Pretty good,
Preg
too.
Berube.
Preg Allman.
Yeah, I mean, we could go on. I like Preg Berube just because, the Blues are in the news right now. We just had the draft.
Yeah. All right. Preg Berube. That's the...
I think we've used Connor McPreger before.
Sounds like we have. That's a great name, but
they are all
Preg
good.
Berube in honor of our
Coach.
our Blues coach, the head honcho, the chief. All right, Preg Berube.
There we go.
Okay. All right, there you go. Ad number 1, Preg Berube. On to ad number 2, Learn, coming at you.
I want to be a bad boy. Man for man, 68, Toronto. I've been a good guy my whole life. I've always stayed within the limits of the law, but now I'm getting into my third act of life, looking back with some regrets. I don't want to really break any laws, but boy, do I want to feel like I have. One of my dirtiest fantasies involves being tackled and arrested for something bad that I've done. Yes, this will be role-playing, but I really want to feel the panic and shame of doing something wrong, getting caught, and then paying the price. Let's pretend you just caught me shoplifting. Check my pockets. Oh no, better cuff me and get me down. Maybe you won't like all the terrible things I'm saying to you as you push my face into the ground. Turn me over and whoops, I just spit in your face. Pull that spit hood bed over my head. You probably need to make sure I don't have that I can't move very much. Once I'm chained up to the bedpost, go ahead and have your way with me. Looks like this bad boy needs a full cavity search. My body will be a scavenger hunt like you've never seen. There's a surprise waiting for you up there. If you're a current or former law enforcement officer, that would be the best. But as long as you have a cop uniform, I will take anyone. We can take this as far as you want. I want to make this last act of living some of the spiciest ever, so bring that energy. I have a huge nightstick. It's perfect.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, this is your typical Craigslist role playing. The fact that this man is almost 70 years old.
Right.
It's impressive. I love it.
And that he can still fall down and
Yeah,
Oh,
go
yeah,
down
not
there,
break a hip.
smash
job,
your
bud.
face into the ground.
Yeah, he wants it all.
way to go.
He wants it all. I'm not enjoying the description of the full body cavity search, though, but
What's up there?
I don't know. Surprise.
Guys,
What is up there?
you tell me.
It's your watch. Wow. How'd you
How'd that
do
get
that?
up there?
Actually did
It's a
steal it.
surprise.
My body would be a scavenger hunt like you've never seen. Yeah, I do appreciate this guy is 68 years old. And, yeah, the role-playing thing. Love it. Names.
Well, a lot of people are trying to stick with the hockey theme, like Badomir Tarasenko. Let's see, we got Regret Hull, Payne Gretzky. But here's a couple. Thief Erickson, Jimmy Fallon, Mr. Meaner.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty.
Mr.
That's
Meaner
pretty
is pretty good.
That's
Mr.
pretty good.
Meaner.
Good job,
That's
man.
hey,
Hey,
great job, guys. That's a good one.
Should we spell it like that, Mr. Meaner?
Meanor. Yeah, sure.
That's awesome.
That is good.
Mr. Meaner.
Well done.
And finally, the third Craigslist Freak of the Week ad, Learn, coming at you.
I want to be your Superman, man for woman, 52 years old, Toronto. I'm an incel, but not for long. I had an encounter when I was young, but haven't been very active sexually since. My parents just passed, so I now have the house to myself, and I have a very particular interest in superheroes. My favorite, of course, is Superman. He is the best and the realest. If you're at all interested in being with a superhero, I'm your guy. I've got to be up front. I am not the real Superman. I am Superman-like. Long ago, while dreaming, I was transported by a spirit to a distant part of the universe where I met Jor-El long before Krypton's destruction. As you know, he was the inventor before siring
Kal-El.
Kal-El, and the man you know is the real Superman. Jor-El gave me great knowledge and imparted his wisdom unto me and showed me how to harness the natural powers of Krypton and his experiments without having to be a descendant of the mighty seed like Kal-El. I can't fly yet, but I am the mightiest super lover you have ever experienced. Your mind will be blown after being with me. You may even forgot how good I am after your night with me. Come to my house and enjoy my pure sexual cosmic powers. Put Lois in the subject and make sure you are hydrated.
Okay.
This person is
Looney Tunes.
Looney.
This is
Nicolas Cage, I think. Just say it's you, Nick. This might be the guy that used to walk around Delmar. Remember the Delmar Superman
Oh,
idiot?
yeah, we met him.
Yeah, he's super nice.
Yeah, nice guy. This could be him.
Yeah, we
He
met.
lives
had
in
that,
Toronto
He had
now?
that curl.
He had a good curl.
He had that good curl.
Didn't he like stop a robbery or something and they wouldn't let him come down there anymore? Didn't something happen with him?
Something.
Oh, we met him a couple times. He was
yeah, he was out in front of the Cardinals games.
Yeah, out in front of Bush. Okay, so this is a guy, he just wants to make it clear he is not the real Superman, but he's Superman-like. Jor-El gave him the knowledge. Gave him the knowledge, and
He can't fly yet.
he's a super guy in bed. Be hydrated.
Is he?
Make
Is this
sure-
a super guy in bed?
Probably not.
I mean, I am not aroused at all.
I don't understand. I am an incel, but not for very long. I don't understand what is an incel?
And what
looked
happened to
it
his parents?
And-
They're both dead?
Involuntary celibate.
Yeah, that means it's somebody that hasn't had sex and
Means
it's
he
not,
want it.
Like he wants it, but like
He
no
can't
one
get
would
it.
be with him.
Oh.
Which is why.
And I guess people online consider themselves incel as well if they're like there's a community that's kind of misogynistic and a little on the fringy there.
Oh, somebody said Clark Kent.
Yeah, Clark Kent. That's a good one.
Love it.
Dude, there's a lot of them.
I mean,
Here, I'll go through the list.
God, beat Clark Kent.
We'll start with the bad guys. We got Sex Luthor. We got General Bod, which is funny. Let's go over to the good guys, but the actors. Christopher Sleaze. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Peen Kane.
somebody says it's a perv, it's a freak, it's Superman.
Yeah, Duperman. And then I think Clark Bent. Clark Bent is pretty good. You tell me, man.
Oh, Clark Kent is. I mean,
Clark Kent? Okay. All right, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Is there anyone? Somebody can override me on that one.
No, I like it.
All right.
First one out of the gate, I didn't hear one that dethroned it.
Clark Kent. All right, there are your three freaks. Voting now open. You've got Craig Berube.
Craig Berube is he's a guy that wants a pregnant gal. He's super aroused. He doesn't have an Oedipus complex, but it sounds like he does for sure. And if he you know what? I don't even want to bother with this one because I think it's winning.
And so,
I
yeah,
think it's winning.
he'd like for you to look like his mother.
This guy
Right.
wants you to look like his mom. Wants to get you pregnant. Have his mom's kid. The whole thing is very very strange. Prepare to deliver my younger sister.
Pretend that the kid is yours. There's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of really
The sentences are all over
weird
the place.
stuff in
too,
here.
on this one.
Then you got Mr. Meaner.
Mr. Meaner is a guy. He wants to be a bad boy. He's been a good boy his whole life. It's a lot of role playing stuff. He wants you to pretend that you caught him shoplifting, check his pockets, and you better cuff him and get him down. Do the full cavity search.
Almost 70 years old, wants to do this whole role play thing about him being a bad boy. And then you just heard from Clark Kent.
Clark Kent is a guy who has all the powers from Superman in a dream, and he's going to give those powers to you, even though he hasn't done it in many decades.
Okay. Learn.
Yeah, that's Craig Berube who I'm voting for. That is just out of this world.
You are endorsing Craig Berube.
That's just so freaky. I don't like the daddy doesn't need to know. I'm kind of worried about the baby. To be
Okay.
honest, I'm freaked out.
Rafe.
I don't know, man. Like what's the second one?
That
The
is,
second one was Mr. Meaner.
Yeah, that's the role play guy.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty it was run of the mill, but also very specific. Also, there's just something when the old guys get involved for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess the pregnant one had a lot going on, so
Okay.
we'll do Craig Berube, coach of the St. Louis Blues.
All right, so you know it's funny with the Superman one. Don't forget that line of "You may not, I'm so good, you may not remember." You may not remember our session the
no.
next day.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Like
That's
Men in Black. He's got
that's
the little.
an interesting little thing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
my eye.
That's interesting. It's going to knock you over the head. I mean, what's going on?
Right.
And that's second place to
Or is he just know he's going to be bad, and he's like, you won't remember how good it was. You're going to think
maybe.
you're going to think that I was faster than a speeding bullet, but I actually
Or is he giving you a kryptonite drink?
that's could be.
I don't know, but the fact that Craig Berube wants you to look like his mom, and at the same time, let's pretend the baby is mine. Mm-hmm. That is another level of
The chat is saying
creepiness.
Clark Kent is the freakiest. But I don't know about
Well,
that.
what do you think?
You know, I think after you said that, Clark Kent, he closes the gap a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's in the running.
But I think Craig Berube has this one. I just think there's so much going on, and how do you start there? How do you get there? I don't know.
Scott.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with keep it and honor our coach here. Let's go, Prague. I like the guy. I think he's up to something wonderful there.
All right, Craig Berube, Mr. Meaner, or Clark Kent. It's up to you guys. If you missed Learn reading any of the ads, it'll be up there on the podcast when that gets delivered to wherever you get podcasts, including Spotify.
And YouTube.
Oh, and YouTube. You can go back and listen to or watch
YouTube.
older episodes or the whole thing if you missed the live broadcast.
Man, it's a good round.
Gonna be
That's-
it's gonna
that's-
be
those are some
interesting to see the
competitive-
results tomorrow. That's the Craigslist Freak of the Week. Thank you.
Thanks.